The world's biggest pop star and one of sport's best players shared an on-field kiss to secure their place as a cultural juggernaut at Sunday night's Super Bowl. Taylor Swift choked back tears as she congratulated her American football star boyfriend, Travis Kelce, as millions around the world watched on. The championship match risked being overshadowed as two worlds collided in a modern-day American version of David and Victoria Beckham. Embracing the powerful Swift effect that has captivated sporting fans, Taylor chugged beer as she flashed up on screen in front of 65,000 football fans in the stadium. Surrounded by her close pals, including actress Blake Lively, rapper Ice Spice and singer Lana Del Rey, Taylor was in high spirits as she watched her other half's nail-biting victory. This was just the second time in Super Bowl history that the game resulted in overtime. Despite being on a break from her Eras tour, Taylor was still under pressure from the sidelines as she chewed her nails, screamed and jumped up and down until the final whistle blew. She let Travis have his moment in the spotlight before stepping in as the proud girlfriend to give him a loving kiss and cuddle. The 12-time Grammy winner and the NFL star have transformed into American sweethearts since they started dating in September. Proclaiming their love to the world at the Super Bowl, Taylor showered Travis with praise, saying, "That was insane, I can't believe it, I've never seen anything like that from you," before he went off to enjoy his special moment with the team. Although before he left, he was heard telling Taylor, "I love you." After the Kansas City Chiefs victory, Taylor and Kelce couldn't hide their excitement as they prepared to meet Travis.
Taylor, hello to Brazil. Congrats.
That was just one of many viral moments as the internet went wild about the couple. Body language expert Judy James has also been analysing footage of the loved-up pair.
And then we got this ritual of victory. Now, I was watching it like a hawk. What it was, as far as I'm concerned, was a step-by-step body language guide to their actual relationship, because I think there were things there that they couldn't act. One thing with Travis, he would have been surfing a wave of adrenaline at that point. Now, when we get to that point where we've achieved something fabulous like that, you're almost oblivious to what's going on around you. Most people would say, well, I know I was being photographed, but I can't remember what anybody said to me, what happened. But he absolutely reserves his attention for Taylor, and I found that very telling. So even when he was on that wave of adrenaline, even when he was nearly made tearful by his victory, the minute that she comes up, his eye contact is on her, and I haven't seen that from him before. She's always been the one doing the kind of fangirl bestowed kisses, and she did kiss him, but there was a detailed synchronicity of their rituals here in terms of their body language that made it look as though it was absolutely two-way in terms of displays of affection. He started nuzzling her, and that was really interesting. It was as though he turned to her because he was overwhelmed, I think, by emotion at that point. But when he was overwhelmed, it was her that he turned to. He nuzzled into her neck. She became almost like his mum at that point. She was patting him and rocking him and looking as though she realised he was getting a bit tearful and wanting to comfort him. She put her arms around his torso, and that rocking that they were doing and the nuzzling that they were doing together was a really good synchronized emotional response that was going on. He also did what's called a double dip. So he greeted her, he nuzzled her, they kissed one another, and then he kind of emerged smiling, and I thought that's going to be the point where you're going to be obsessed by the cameras now. And I don't know if anybody saw the last time they did this. At that point, she kind of backed away very maturely. She sort of blended into the background and allowed him his moment of glory. But this time he was not going to let her go. He double dipped. He went back to nuzzling her again, and he went back and kissed her again as well. And for me, that showed that she is a genuine, huge priority in his life. Even at that moment of glory, I think he was overwhelmed not just by the victory, but also by his love for her as well. So even a cynic like myself, I could not help but watch that and think, this does look genuine. The mum comfort signal shows part of the role that she's got in his life, but then the very passionate kiss, but then the way that she then put her arms around his torso and nuzzled into him, it's kind of mutual support, mutual comfort, and I think mutual love as well. It really did seem to work in that moment.
And an incredible day is summarised post-match by Chiefs coach Andy Reid, who reacts to winning back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yeah, it's a little bit surreal, but back-to-back is rare for this football team and this organization. So it's I got asked so many times, is it a dynasty? I don't know what a dynasty. I mean, you guys, you have the thesaurus. So I mean, you figure it out. But it's a great win. It's because I know how hard it is to do, and then how hard the season was, the ups and downs of the season, and how proud I am of the guys for just hanging with each other, staying positive with each other. The defense, the young guys grew up, but nobody ever pointed fingers at the offense when the offense was growing, and it all kind of came together during the playoffs and worked out well. And great leaders, and Patrick and Chris and Trav, and the job that they've done. They're passionate players, man, and I love that. And even if they chest bump me to the other side of the 50, I mean, I appreciate it. I just love that the guy wants to play and wants to be in there playing, and he knows I love that. So he makes me feel young.
Man, it's on top of the world right now, baby. It's a good feeling.
What's the first Taylor song you listening to tonight?
I don't know, whichever one the DJ plays. I got the greatest coach this game has ever seen. He's unbelievable at not only dialing up plays and having everybody prepared, but he's one of the best leaders of men that I've ever seen in my life. And he's helped me a lot with that, with channeling that emotion, with channeling that passion. And I owe my entire career to that guy, and being able to kind of control how emotional I get. And I just love him, man. Well, Coach has asked us to speak our minds, and I just wanted to let him know how much passion I had for this team, and how I viewed things, and that we had the formula for success, and a formula to fight until the end. And sure enough, it was proven today. I guess at this point I take it for granted, but I know we're in every single game I've ever played in with him. No matter what the score is, no matter how much time is left, that guy's got magic in his right arm, man, and he found ways to propel us, even with his legs, as you saw today.
What do you say in the huddle?
Man, with the target on our back, man, knowing that we were going to get everybody's best shot, to have the doubters, to have the road that we went through, man, it meant everything to even get to this point. But to find a way through adversity yet again for 4 quarters, 5 quarters, man, I couldn't be more proud of the guys, and it's such an honor to be on this team and in this organization.